video there. So you should be able to take a look at it. So we will continue on this, on the one we started yesterday. And again, where is it here? So it's as I told you, it's basically how to. We are basically going to set up. There will be no transactions for your exam as such. So here too, all there is to this course is to make sure that you know how you actually can set up the system, how you can set up your modules, which are receivables, payables, payroll, and inventory. So before you actually start, we basically they want you to know how you can delete certain accounts, how you can add certain accounts, how you can change the names, the numbers. And I told you, so long as you do not have any numbers entered into the accounts or the balances, you can change the number as well as the name. But name you can change anytime. But number you cannot. Once you have any balances in there, you cannot really do it. So if you notice, they have delete, they have modify, they have add, and then they actually give you to set up the company name, the address, and then the part of the system where basically they don't really tell you where to go, but they are assuming that you have to go into set up user preferences or set up settings. And once you are there, you can always actually find these things. I mean, even if you don't remember, just go into each one of them, and then you'll. So the way to actually find or understand it. So all orders and quotes are basically forms. Accounting terms is user preferences. A business number is in your setup settings, company information. They have so now income 1, salary, deduction 3, 1, 2, 3, remove deduction D. These are all payroll items. So you'll have to go into payroll module. So I'm just trying to tell you as to how we actually reduce as to not to look all over the place, not to go all over, but to find where we can actually find these things. So remove all expenses entitlement codes means if they are entitled to number of days of holidays. Printer setting, you don't have to worry about it. Use check number as source code. This is in the system. So this you can always find out into setup settings, company, and then system will have that. Use check number as source code. Next receipt number is obviously in your receivables. Next invoice number is in your receivables. Quotes, order, deposits start at 1. They're also in receivables. So after a while, you start to understand it. And I mean, we have a lot of these things we are doing, but in your exam, you're not going to be doing all of them because obviously you don't have that much time. So just to give you an idea to understand, and so when you are doing it in taking the course, then you can actually do more than what you can do in the exam. Then they ask you to make sure that we do not show on our screen projects, time billing, because they're not going to be used. So it's user preference. So you go user preference, view. And under view, they will give you all the menus. If they are checked off, you have to remove the check from projects and time and billing the check off, and then they won't appear on. If you want more modules to be separated or not to appear, you just check them out. You took them out. You don't have to click on it. Yeah, if it is clicked, you just click again and it'll become blank. Other information, Quebec sales tax. So this is obviously in your sales tax. So you'll have to go into sales tax. You have to set up the sales tax registration number there. Then they have deduct CSB after taxes. This is payroll. Canada Savings Bonds, by the way. They don't have it now, but at one time they used to have they used to ask their employers for the pay. They used to ask the payroll to deduct certain amount for savings for your Canada Saving Bonds. Deduct group insurance after tax. This is also payroll, EI factor, employment insurance factor. Quebec Health Services Fund, again, payroll. Now this vendors is payables. So aging, there's options there. And then they have customers and sales information, obviously is receivables. So after a while, you start to understand as to where they all go. And that's where we actually went. After that, you enter your trial balance. So once you enter your trial balance, only then you can enter your customers and their invoices, the suppliers and their invoices. So, and here, let me see, 8540. Okay, 80, it should be a lower one, but anyway, we'll leave it for the moment. And once you have put your trial balance, then obviously you should know that I have invoices from my customers equal to 4,800, and I have invoices equal to, and my subsidiary ledger should have these amounts outstanding with my customers. And this one, I have outstanding payments to be made to my suppliers. And to do that, obviously, we have to make sure that we first enter our customers, then we enter our suppliers, and then we enter the invoices with this. And then they set up their employees, and then they also set up their inventory. This here should be here. Should be after this. Okay. I will see. A, B, C, D, E. What do we have here? Okay. Maybe I was rearranging them. They must have had A, B, C, D here for this.
There is D.
A, oh yeah, there is still there. A, B, C, D. But I think because see I had changed some sequencing because I wanted you to make sure not to put anything from your customers or your suppliers or your payroll or your employees and your inventory system until you have actually put your trial balance. So in the exam, they don't have it in that sequence, and you get stuck because I think there is they should change that. And so as soon as you have your accounts and stuff done here, because they'll give you the chart of account. Once you have deleted, modified, and added the accounts, all you have to do, you can always then put your trial balance. I mean, they even gave you to set up the system, but this you can set up after. Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Rami, are you recording?
Pardon?
No, he's not recording.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, somehow they have something additional now. I think that has to do with the privacy policy. They keep on adding. You see this privacy policy? Okay. So anyway, I mean, we have quite a few pre-tests. I think about 4. So you should be okay by the end of. And so let me see here. So I assume, or I think we were here. We had put in this, and we were just about to enter our customers. So we set up the system the way we wanted here. We added accounts, we modified accounts, we deleted accounts, we put the account, the company address and the name. We also defaulted some payroll, the receivables, the payables. We also created the sales tax. Okay. And once that is done, then we entered our trial balance. So we had actually balanced this one out. We're here now. So let me go to the file. Okay. So now, since we have set up the other part, we have to start with your customers. So we'll go to receivable.
Sorry, Mr. Tariq.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this we are starting from scratch here, or no? We had
Pardon?
this before. For the Sage, we
Yeah.
starting from scratch, or
No. You will not be asked to come up with or enter the chart of accounts. No
Okay.
start. You'll be given like I gave you the file.
Okay.
Exactly the way I'm giving you. That's how the exam is going to come. They will have a file which I will upload on your your desktop, and then you can then look at the booklet and start looking at what you have to do.
And the chart of account is already included.
Chart of accounts is given because you don't have time to set up. It's a long chart of accounts, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So just make sure that you understand that the test is very much going to be like what I give you pre-tests. All right. And you might not have to do all those, things we have done, but there will be some of these things to add account or delete account or whatever, but not so many, because setting it up will take you some time. If you're not, if you do not understand very well, then you will see that. So here, again, as I said, that first part, once you're over, what we did was much more than what you will be asked. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. And by the way, I have not really put in there yet the class, the type. You have to change the class, the type of the class type of the accounts, because if you see right now, let me see if they have
between the heading and the group and these things. That
is already done for you.
Oh, okay.
The chart of accounts is not really what I'm saying is, we had to change the class type.
Yeah.
From asset to bank or asset so those things I'm talking about. I haven't got it in my assignment, but the next ones we will see. You will see I will have them, because you have to do that in the exam. So let me see something here. So if you notice here, take a look. Can you see my my screen?
Yes, sir.
Now notice here, principal bank account. Now obviously we have that account here. Take a look. Company chart of accounts, and here we go. Share. So now you will know why we actually have to do that. So you see here, I have this checking bank account, right? You see this?
Yes, yeah.
But it's not showing up on my defaulting. And the reason is I have not changed the class type. All of you make sure you understand this. Unless you change it from asset to bank, it won't appear. So I just wanted you to look at it right now and see this is the account which exists. But, and we do not touch your linking of accounts, because if you do that, then all these accounts of receivables, payables will disappear. Then you won't be able to do your trial balance. You have to do your trial balance first and leave the linking of accounts to the end. Don't worry about the linking of accounts, because as soon as you link it, it will disappear. Accounts. I will show you when we do it, you will see. And it's done so that people do not by mistake make a journal entry with accounts receivable. You understand? Because accounts receivable deals with your subsidiary ledger, which means that it should be the balance in here should balance with my subsidiary ledger. Now, if you allow people, you can make a journal entry. You can make a journal entry, but there is no customer with it. You can make a general entry without a customer, right? But if you block it, then you cannot make a journal entry from the general journal. You can only use receivables through the receivable module. You can only use payable through the accounts payable module or payables. This way, your subsidiary ledger stays balanced with their entries which they make with the general ledger account. So right now, if I go into my general journal, I can make an entry, and that will just throw you off, because then your balance in your accounts receivable will be different than the subsidiary ledger, which the module is going to show you. See here, general journal, and I'll show you later when we have. Look, I can actually click on accounts receivable. So what they do is once you link it, it'll disappear. That means you will never be able to make an entry from a general journal. Because in a general journal, you can make an entry without a customer or a supplier, no? So just to give you an idea why we have to change that class, and also take a look here. I show you again, setup, settings, receivable. Okay, link account. Link your cash account. It's not there. You have to change the class type in order for that to appear here. So you can actually have a cash account which you do not change the thing, and you can have a cash account which is related to only with receivables and payables. That's the flexibility. But we only use one cash account, and I told you before that all the time companies basically use your subsidiary ledgers, your receivables and payable modules, and they are tied with it with your receivables and your payable. They don't want to really. Most of your transactions are what? Selling on receivables and receiving cash, purchasing on credit, or selling on credit and receiving cash, and purchasing on credit and paying cash. So in order to make sure that we control it, that's what we do. So now if you want, before we actually do anything, now we can set up our customers. So go to receivables, and this will appear. And all of you, you have to make sure, try to use the enhanced view, because it's a little bit, for me at least, I don't know if you want to do this, but personally, this is much better. So in order to create your customer, notice here on the right, there are no names of customers because we haven't set it up. So you go customers. And as I told you before, it's the same procedure, just like you create your chart of accounts. It will have the same yellow screen in order to create your customers. If you are creating your suppliers, it'll be the same screen trying to create your suppliers. If you want to create your chart of accounts, it's the same screen where you actually, and once you click on create, it's the same kind of window which will appear where you create. Take a look here. So here, and then you have, so this way you're doing the same thing, and you do not get confused as to what are the steps in. So here, instead of creating a chart of accounts, you're creating your customer base, right? Or names. So all you do is you write your name here. And so what's your first customer name? Bird Center, right? Everybody can see where it is in my in the assignment.
Yes.
Add
Yeah.
the following customers: 2533 Brook Street, and now the other thing you can see is you can do is also before you start, you can always write the name of the city, the province, and the post and your country, because most of the customers you have will be in your city. But we'll for the moment we will just go. So this is Montreal QC. You see this Montreal, it would have appeared automatically, and the province is QC or Quebec, and country is, let's say, now I'll do that for you. Okay, let me finish this one. And it says contact is Sam Classy. What else do they say? Okay,
give you
it's
the credit
telephone
limit.
number. Telephone number is 514. Give me the 514.
514 484
Pardon?
484
484
0897.
897. What else is there? Customer since? No, they didn't give you.
No,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I later on we will have a bit more. Now, credit limit, right? All of you remember something, that for customer credit limit is always statistics. Statistics here, 15,000. That's what they have, 15,000. Yeah. And the terms 110 and 30. So you go here, options. Here. 110, right? 110. Oops. 1, 10, and 30. Okay. For this customer, this is your, that's about it, right?
I think so.
Okay, so just we'll do create another. So now what I'll do is I'll just show you something here. Okay, so now we don't really want to write Montreal and Quebec and all that. So we go setup, we go settings, we go receivables, and we go address. Look here, just write. I mean, you can write QC, but if you want, we'll just write QC here. QC, and you say, okay. So now take a look, continue, and go create. Let me show you. Okay, you see these three things? They appear now. So for your second customer, South Shore Pet Center.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tariq, again,
Yeah.
just from receivable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
to make it
receivable address.
receivable address. Okay.
After a while, Osama, you start to get the idea as you go along. But that's why I go back and forth sometimes, because I can at least show you, and then because it's not required in my problem, but later on you will see there will be.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm old, Mr. Tariq. I take
Okay.
time.
All right. So I show Pet Center. And the contact here is Mr. Harris. Okay, and your postal code is H. No,
J3W.
sorry, address is what?
J3W. Postal code or the address? Oh,
No,
1500?
I think this is in Brossard, 1500.
yeah, it's Bossard, exactly. So it's 1500 Beach Drive.
We don't have Beach Drive, okay? No, it's good to know to have it. Okay, H. No, this will be J. No, so this will
Yes.
be Brossard.
Yes.
So you can always overwrite. Okay, J.
3W.
Yes.
3K2.
The phone number.
450
Yeah.
631
Yeah.
1632.
Okay, because Laval and South Shore have the same code 450. Okay, anything else here? That's it?
Just the credit limit and the
Yeah, limit, just go statistics.
terms.
Okay, yeah, okay. So for this customer, the terms are, what do they give you?
1, 10, and 30.
Okay, so 1, 10, and 30, 1% discount pay, and create another. Next one we have is Mr. Arthur Store. Mr. Arthur's Store. Okay, and the address is,
1900
yes,
Walden Road.
Walden Road. Walden Road, yes.
It's Montreal, Quebec. Postal code H3R
H3R
2 Juliet 7.
2
Juliet J.
J7
Yes.
7. Phone number
514 892
pardon.
892.
You have a
8.
8.
892
Yes.
and
1965.
5, and that's about it. Nothing else. And we have our then the statistics limit is 15,000 options, which is your terms.
Yeah, the credit limit is 2000.
Oh, not 15, eh?
No, that was the first one.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the next one is also lower.
Yes, it was 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll go back anyway. So here it's what, 2%?
It's 1. 1, 10,
Okay.
30.
1, 10, 30. Okay, and so we can actually go create another, but now we have to fix that.
Why it is changing to 2 later?
Hey,
The discount, the percentage.
they ask you for 1, no?
Yeah, because before you put 1, but after that it's changed to 2.
I think it is
Okay,
the
because I think I did
yeah,
that.
default.
Okay, Arthur, credit statistics, this is okay. Okay. Bird Center,
It's the beach one that has to be changed.
yeah, South Shore. This is what, 5?
Yes.
Okay, and so this option here is 1%. Let me see. South Shore is okay. Arthur Store is 1%. Bird Center is 1%. Is it all? They're all 1%, no?
I
Yeah,
think so.
1, 1, 1. So we have it 1, 1. See here, 1%, 1%, 1%. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is done. So if you go, so you make sure that as we go along, you can also, at the same time, they will ask you to to print a report. So you go of customers, so you go display customer list, and okay, and this list will appear. It's from the same module. You can write here. It's right here. So we haven't got the amounts yet, but we will later on. So those amounts will show up. Okay. And you also can, once the amounts are there, you can also show the customer age, means whatever is in the balances, it will show too. I'll leave it for the moment. Okay, so this part is for the customers is done. Then we go back and we have to do our, let me see.
Vendor.
Yeah, the suppliers. Okay, here, share here, and okay, but let me, okay, stop, share here, and here. Okay, so take a look. So this is done. Now we're going to do the suppliers. We have 4 suppliers here. Okay, once that is done, then we will put in the employees. Then we will put in our inventory here. Then we will put the historical data in our customers, in our suppliers, the historical data of the employees, and then the historical data for the inventory is already there. So let's see the suppliers here. Vendors or suppliers. Canadian Pet Supplies. So go to payables. Go to vendors. And as I said, you will again get the same yellow window like the one in receivables, and go create. And you will get a very similar window like you had in customers or in your chart of accounts, this one. Same procedures. That's why I find this system a bit more consistent and people can learn it easily because you have to do the same thing over and over again. So we have the first one is your Canadian Pet Supplies. Okay, and the address here is, and we have the address which is 7255 Newman. 727255 Newman Boulevard. And this is LaSalle, I think. So you notice now you can get the same thing if you go into your payables and put your city, your province, and your country. Okay, so this is basically LaSalle. Okay, LaSalle QC. QC. And the postal code in the country is H2W5T3. H2W5T3. And okay, and the phone number is 0514. So don't worry about the tax IDs here, okay? 514636.
You have to add them at all, the tax IDs?
No. that's all it will give you. I should remove that.
Okay. Well, where would we put them in? Somewhere else in settings or not even?
No. These are IDs which used to be before. We don't have them anymore.
Oh, okay.
So it's just since I haven't removed them on this one. Because it'll give you an error when you put it, so don't worry about it. 110 and 30 options. 110 and 30. So the supplier gives us this.
We can't make it here, Mr. Tarek, to be default, like the 1%, 10 and 30 from the setup for all customer. And after that, if you want to change it, you change it.
No, this is supplier.
Yeah. So we
See,
cannot make it by default.
the 2% was the default for us.
Yeah, I know.
customer.
That's why I'm asking here. the
No, but
same.
for suppliers, they don't have.
It doesn't work for
Right.
suppliers. Huh?
Because you know why? Because all suppliers have different.
Have different, yeah.
Yeah, so
Correct.
this is another way of understanding why they didn't put it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I mean, even if they put it, it's going to give you the same.
Yeah,
idea.
because from where I came, like there is a standard 30 days, 90
Yeah,
days,
that's right.
60 days. So it comes.
Yeah,
all of them are the same school.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll check. I don't know if they have it or not, but I'm not sure. Okay, so pet store specialists. We will want to create, yes. Okay, so now we have a second one, pet store specialist. '55 Dorval Avenue. And the city is Dorval QC.
H2T.
H2T3 H2T3 and we can, doesn't matter. And the phone number is
631-1955.
okay, 514-631-155. And that's about what we
Terms.
have here. And then we go create another. And once we create another, we have the Receiver General of Canada. You can change it to Receiver General of, okay? It's not for. That's an error. Income tax under 300 in Lebec.
Is it the name of the street or the name of the street is René Lévesque?
Yeah. Yeah, they just write income tax center 300 in Lebec. There are two lines first. The Montreal. to see, what is it, H? Three W 3A4 H 3W H 3W 3A4 3A4 4 5 6 7 6 5 4. Okay, and of course they don't have any discounts. So Bank Hydro, Fulham Street, 300 Route Fulham. Montreal, Quebec. H3W2T6, H3W2T6. And this is 514. H4434. And they don't have discounts either. No, they have terms net 15. The other one was net 20. We missed that. Net. So options, net 15. And the other one is net 20. And then we have nothing for, no, Quebec Hydro is net 15, and Receiver General of Canada is nothing. They don't give you nothing. So now you'll see they will appear on my, take a look here. So payables appear. Okay. They have zero balances right now. They also, if you take a look at your receivables, they also appear. And once we actually put the balances, they will actually appear too. So just make sure that you understand as to what we are going through here. So now we will set up our employees. So here are our employees. So we will go to payroll. Here. Here are your employees. Kimber and Jane Connor, bookkeeper, social insurance number, address. In Montreal, maybe we might not have to put the social insurance number because it might give us an error. Because now they're all connected. They can check it. So date of birth, federal deductions, provincial deductions, earnings, a regular rate. This one is a manager, so it's on salary. See this salary? The other one is a worker. It's on the rates. Vacation is 4 weeks. They just have 6% of your salary as your vacation pay. Employee, they have saved $150 in your RSP, Canada Saving Bonds, that's $50. Group is employees deductions per pay. Every time they have a pay, they'll deduct these. Every time this person has a pay, they'll deduct RRSP, retirement saving plans, Canada Saving Bonds, and group insurance. So it tells you company pays the employees every 2 weeks. So we have 26 pay periods per year. Very important that you make sure you know this. Because when you're creating them, it will not let you out unless you tell them if it's a weekly pay or bi-monthly pay. The company follows Commission de Norme de Travail, CNT. An employee will receive overtime rate for hours worked greater than 40 hours per week. And did they say anything here? Okay. So we will see, if you see here, regular rate is 10, overtime rate is 20. If he or she works more than 40 hours, every hour will be $20. QPP contribution equal to employee contributions means what we will see as to what they have deducted will be also there for EI factor. Employment insurance factor is 1.4. Quebec Health Services Fund is 2.7%. CSST is paid by the employer, therefore is not a payroll issue. Okay, so let's see here. We'll go now to our so go to payroll, employees and payroll. And as I said, it's the same procedure, except the fields are going to be a bit more complicated. Employees, the yellow thing appears here, create, and the same, yes, Abdul.
Oh, I thought it's a bit late, but when you was creating clients,
Yeah.
there was a discount section, and there was at the bottom before taxes. Usually it's activated before taxes, but in your case, I saw it's not activated.
No,
Like you did
because
not check
we
that.
are following exactly what the problem is saying.
Okay.
So just make sure and
Mhm.
don't use anything unless it is they ask you,
Okay.
because otherwise your answers might change if you default something,
Right.
which might affect your receipts or whatever. So
Yeah, because in
so
general
long as
practice, it's the discount.
yeah, normally that's your discount, but that you have to default it under setup settings.
Okay.
Okay, so it will, they'll say give 1% before taxes, because we don't want to give after taxes, because after taxes, sorry, if you say or with taxes or taxes included, then they'll get a higher amount. So they should be, discount should be calculated on the amount before tax, and you add your taxes for your customers. Normally, that's what we do. Okay, so you start to make sense out of it as to why they say before taxes. Because if you have $100, 1% is $1. But if you say after taxes, then $114.95, 1% is more than $1. You understand? So that's why they default before taxes. It'll be only on $100. But I mean, this is arithmetic. We know that we don't want to give more than. So first employee, anybody else has a question? You can ask me. John Kimber. But as I said, we will go over a few of them. So you will start to see as to where you might not understand it. For example, here, this will be the first time, so you will have a little bit of a problem, or you'll say, how am I going to remember? You don't have to remember. You can go take a look here. I can actually, in order to find out, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. Nothing is going to happen. I can go here, I can go here, 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 and you can see the fields. One of the fields will be there. So under personal, you will
Yeah.
have your, yeah.
Sorry, you're not sharing.
Okay, not yet. Okay. So you see here, if you read a field and you don't know, personal is basically your addresses, your tax, your taxes, your income, your deductions, your WECB, your entitlements, your T4, your deductions, memo, taxes. So all of them are here. If you are not sure, you can go one by one and see where it can actually, I'll show you. After a while, it becomes routine. So first thing is, we take a look and we see what's the address of this person. Position is bookkeeper, we'll see that. Social insurance number, you don't have to worry about it. Address is 920 Fineside Drive. 920 Fineside Drive. And this is in Montreal, Quebec. That is already here. Goes to code H3W5J7. H3W5J7. What else is here? They have many things here now. 514578. 514578. 1792. And it formats itself, okay, if you see here. And date of birth, 25th December 71. So date of 1971. And you go tab, it will give you.
He is as old as Osama. Okay.
Okay. And now federal. Now, these are your personal exemptions. Remember this. The higher the exemptions, you see, this is less than this. So the total exemptions become like you have a married exemption, you have children, you have all. So the higher the exemptions, the lower will be your taxes, because these exemptions basically are deducted from your, or calculated as non-credit, basically for the employees. We have they give you a deduction on it, so they give you for all kinds of things. Okay, hold on. I am not really sharing your thing, right? Let me see here. Recent, okay. Okay.
I have a difficult question for you, Tariq.
Yeah.
I know in some cases,
Mhm.
which goes to CNSST or labor tribunal, there are some reversal of decisions. For
Um,
example, they have to change the date of termination, or they even have to reverse the decision. So how do software like this help with that?
No, what you have is they adjust it.
Yeah.
See,
So for
let me
example,
show
here,
you.
yeah.
Let me show you here. What you are saying is that if they disallow, they disallow. They'll disallow to you. You will say, well, listen, I'm not allowed. So you will have to go to your HR and ask them that I cannot really get this. Could you please remove that? You will pay.
No, it will
the-
generate a new record of employment with that.
No.
Because it is a change on-
They'll just, no.
Hmm.
What happens is, this is all you will pay. They don't have to. You have to go and tell them, look, don't give me 11,250, give me 10,000 or 9,000 because I'm not allowed of the one of these. Now, they have been deducting, your HR deducts, and they give you a net pay which is higher than what they should be paying. So what happened? It's a beautiful system. When you file, the
Mhm.
government will get after you. That's all. HR doesn't care. You lied to them.
Mhm.
It's not their responsibility that you put these amounts. They ask you, they give you a form, and they say, could you please fill out and tell us what are you married? Are you divorced? Are you have children? You have dependents? And every one of them will add up to these deductions. So normally, I wouldn't fill any of these deductions out because, for example, if you have a salary which is which is taxed quite a little high, forget it. And everybody thinks when you get the money back from the government, from the CRA or from Quebec, Revenue Quebec, oh, I got some money back. It's your own money. They just took it from you. They're not giving you any money. Well, we have a good feeling that we got some money from them. That they didn't give you a penny, I tell you. All
No,
they
but
did was they gave you back what was over deducted by the payroll and were sent to them. I mean,
No,
people
but the
have
bad
this.
thing-
Go ahead.
Yeah, but the bad thing is when you pay 25,000 in taxes,
Well,
sometimes they even ask for more. Oh, you owe this much.
absolutely. They have the system which you can fight. You can say, no, that's not true. This is not correct. I have this. But you have to fight. You have to tell them that they're wrong.
No,
And
the
they'll give
bad
it to
thing
you.
with this system is that, they say after 3 years, 4 years, oh, on your tax calculations, this was the error.
Yeah, for sure. They can come back. I think they
And I
can come
don't
back up
know
till
what you
7
taught
years.
us. And I don't remember what you taught us 4 days ago.
No,
What about 4G?
I mean, it's their fault also. They come back after such a long time,
Yeah.
but they cannot go back beyond 7 years. It's part of the law. They can go back 7 years.
I think now they made it 6 years, I guess.
Okay, maybe it must have changed, but this is what they do. But what I'm
But
saying
even
is,
then, if we talk about, yeah, I don't want to take too much time on this.
no, go
But,
ahead.
6 years, 4 years, 5 years. And then they're asking, oh, your tax
the way-
calculation for that year
By the way,
was.
this is why you have these electronic integrated application where
No,
you have.
industries, they do keep track record of this, but at personal level,
Yeah. I have all the years in my computer.
someday invite us and give us a demo.
What you can do is you can then check when they send you the assessment.
Mhm.
You go and you check. You say, so what was wrong with mine?
Oh, no, they keep recalculating.
Yeah, that's true. And they come up with all kinds of things, by the way. But I mean, personally, they should provide us with a software. It should not be the people who should buy, because their software should be there so that we can just use that software.
But
I
I
mean,
think
we
in
not-
some countries it's automated. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it's in
right. That's right. That's right.
Nordic
Yeah, it's
countries or Scandinavians that you don't have to
Yeah.
file these taxes. It's
Exactly.
automatically calculated.
Yeah.
Well, with the
Because-
SIN number, each employer have that record and they are submitting on record of employment and T4 and this
Yeah,
and that.
but you see, there are certain expenses which you have and which does not go into it because you did not really put it yet. Because so far as you are an employee, that's
Mhm.
okay. But I mean, there are so many other things for which there are deductions, for which you have spent money, which does not really go automatically into it. And it's as many things as the number of people in the country. This is the reason why, but they should provide a software where everybody can actually punch in and do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have, for example, they don't know if you're working from home, so you can actually charge your expenses for working from home. I don't charge them because I don't want them to come after me for nothing. I don't have to worry about that. But you are allowed to, if you are paying any expenses for your work.
Mhm.
If it's not your normal place of business, like people who are teaching remote, they can charge the room where they are, they can charge depreciation on it, they can charge electricity, office supplies. I just don't bother with that. What's the...
Well, Tariq, I think it's not hidden secret that such people, I don't know, like they do embezzlement
Yeah.
more than those people who are.
Yeah,
on
because
T4s.
they also know what are things which will go unnoticed, by the way.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, if one time they find you, then they will ask you to audit all your stuff, and that's kind of so. After during COVID, they used to give you like 500 or I don't know some amount.
500
Yeah,
weekly or something
some
like that.
some amount you could actually
Yeah.
deduct for working from home. So even now, people working from home can charge. It's legitimate. I mean, company people who are working from home, they can charge certain expenses at home because it's
I know
not.
someone, Tariq, and he has to pay back 42,000 for that
Yeah,
server benefits.
absolutely, absolutely. That's
There
for
is
sure.
a system that he can say, "Oh, I don't have money. I will pay only $50 a week or $100 a month." That's all.
Oh my God, this is going to take them forever. I know. But I mean, they cannot do anything if the person's income is low. They can't do anything.
Make us competent, Tariq, so that we can help CRA or Cubic
Yeah, but you see, this
revenue
is such
to
a
get rid of these loopholes.
yeah, but you know with the amounts which were given for CERB and everything to, billions of dollars were basically defrauded because people wrote to them dead people's names and the addresses, and the companies, people in the same building, they opened up 20 companies and they said we have employees, and so they were funded for keeping the company going. And then when they went to see if those companies were there was nobody to be found. It's a huge billions of dollars worth of fraud on this, and you can't stop it. Even these CRA people, they don't have resources for that.
And that burden will be divided on people like us, who are paying taxes.
Yeah, that's right.
No one is going to pay from their pocket.
No,
Oh,
that's
it's
for
okay.
sure.
It's a loss, so we will
Yeah.
increase the tax bracket. That's all.
Yeah. So here we have what I'm trying to show you here is what is this personal exemptions federal provincial, and that is basically what it is. If you notice, this one has a smaller amount than this one because this person must be married, have children. So those are all deductions. They give you some basic deductions and they add up to these for federal, and this is for provincial. This guy does not really have that.
No, what my
So-
question at that point was, Tarek, when you was trying to create the like this stuff. I was just reading for personal curiosity that
Yeah, yeah. No,
sometimes
no,
what
that's
happens
fine.
that
Yeah, yeah. So-
there are some decisions which are challenged at CNSST or maybe a labor court,
Yeah,
and sometimes they are reversed. For example, if someone is terminated, labor court decides in your favor, and they have to readjust him and things like that.
yeah, that because you have to challenge it. If you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
not
no,
agree.
but in the software where you are showing, there is record of employment number, there is termination
Yeah,
date.
yeah,
this and
everything
that.
is there.
So that's
Everything
what
is
I was asking, that let's assume it happens and the decision is reversed. So it will
Yeah,
generate
but you
another
see,
record of
but
employment.
you see the people in the payroll department or in the HR department,
Yeah.
they can only change from then on these
Okay,
amounts.
okay.
Because you are the person who has to pay, not
Mhm.
them. You understand? So if you put an amount which is not really the right amount for you, then
No, no,
what
as
you
an accounting clerk, let's assume I am working for that company.
Yeah.
Where I have to make that changes.
Mhm.
So for audit purposes, it
Mhm.
will be generating a new record of employment. It will be
Yeah,
making a new
of
entry in
course,
that.
of course, of course. It's just that the payroll system will then work on the new figures, but they
Okay.
cannot do already what has happened.
It can be backdated, right?
No, because you're being paid by them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, for them,
Mm.
the expense is their gross salaries. And because it does not affect your gross salaries. It affects your net pay. Your payment, you're making $2,000 a week. That's going to be yours because you worked for it. But
Mhm.
when they give you the net amount, they are deducting less or more, depends on what you gave them. So for them, it doesn't matter. What happens is, in your behalf, they have sent less money. So when you file your personal income tax, you will have to pay to the government because they will disallow certain amounts and they will recalculate. So notice of assessment will give you what you filed and what the government thinks you should have filed. They give you 2 columns if you know that. Everybody gets a notice of assessment where they give you, if everything is the same, then no problem. If you
Where
calculate
their calculation and what you have reported.
it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And they will tell you why you calculated it wrong. If you call them, they'll tell you. It's not a big deal to call them or go there. They will explain it to you. And believe me, if they think that you're right, they will give you the money back with interest. So this is how these things I just wanted to tell you as to what this federal provincial personal exemptions are. Non-refundable tax credits, they come into there, and then 15% of this is actually tax credits, by the way. They're not paid in cash, but if you have a taxable amount, then this calculation will be deducted from, let's say, if you have to pay $2,000 as your taxes, and non-refundable tax credits are 2,000 or 1,000, they'll just deduct it. But if they are 3,000, then they won't give you the difference. It's just the way it is calculated. So, but if you have higher income, then the non-refundable tax credits will be deducted from the taxes they calculate on your income before taxes. So this here, I just want you to understand as to what these figures are and where they go in the system. That's what we will take a look. So this person is on salary. Okay. So this is, they have a salary every 2 weeks. They will have a this is on an hourly basis. So we will see. And so this guy here is an assistant. This guy's a bookkeeper. And then these are the date of birth. Date of birth is very important because the certain things are calculated on your dates of birth. You're exempted on certain things if you are over a certain age. So for personal exemptions, for federal is this, provincial is this. Their rate is $10 regular hour, $20 overtime. 6% of your gross salary is your vacation pay. And this 6% is part of the government wages expense, by the way. So it's calculated every time and withheld when you want to go on vacation. You take the vacation, but you're still paid this amount which they have deducted for you. Then they will be deducting from every pay $50 for you, $150 for the bookkeeper, 50 CSB. So these are all. So how do you go about entering these? This is the question. So we go here and we go here and we go here. So John Kimber, this is the address. I'll take a look here. So all these here. So go, if you click on taxes, take a look what happened. Now, people get all confused because there are too many windows. So you see this federal, this is personal tax credits, personal exemptions, federal and provincial. Everybody can follow me here. So if you go to your exercise,
Mr. Tarek,
Yeah.
just can you start over from where you called the payroll ledger? Yeah, please,
yeah, it's
because
on
I
your,
missed that.
okay,
Sorry.
no, okay, hold on. Here, and it's exactly the same procedure
Payroll,
as
Mhm.
here. So you go employee then payroll.
Yeah, employee payroll, then
You create your employee. It's the same.
employee and
It's the same procedure as your customers and okay. So
okay.
here's the employees, right?
Employees and
And
payroll,
then when you click on employees, the yellow
add
thing
employee.
appears.
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
yellow thing, and then you click on that yellow thing,
Create.
and you say create.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you get that little window,
Okay.
this gray window. So you go here and
The
you
taxes.
go here. Good.
Yes,
All
perfect,
right.
thank you.
So we will minimize this, and so go into personal, and you have the name of the employee we had was John Kimber, right? So we go John Kimber,
Thank you.
and then you go, your address is 920 Fineside Drive. 920 Fineside. Anybody else, if they want to ask me, I can show it to you. Don't worry about it. Okay, and then we have the postal code H3W5J7, H3W5J7. Okay. And then we have phone number 514-578 and 1792. All of you make sure you know it formats it automatically by itself. So birthday is December. So this is 25/12. I think we have programmed it a month first or something. I don't really like it, but 1971, sorry, 71. And then, okay, so now we want to put in the personal exemptions. And the personal exemption, if you go under taxes, everybody's okay with that? You will see personal tax credits is the same as personal exemption, okay? So don't get confused with that. And take a look here. It says federal, your basic personal amount here is 11,250. Okay. And for provincial, 12,540. So far, so good.
Yes.
Okay. And then if you go down, go just like in you know,
Tab.
on your thing, it says regular rate, overtime rate, salary. So this guy is on salary, right? So income,
Where do you see that?
salary
Where do you see the salary and rates?
in the exercise.
No, I know, I understand that. I'm saying on your tab, where is that? Are you
No,
there
no,
now?
but-
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
No, but salary is income, no?
Yes, yes,
So go into income,
okay.
okay? And you will see here salary, right? Because when we were setting up the system, if you remember, it said write salary on income number 1 and then delete the others,
All right, okay.
okay? And so per period, amount per unit is 2,225. Okay, so let's see here. We were here, then we went here, then we went to personal taxes, 11,250, 12,540. Then it says here on your exercise. That's why it's always, as I said, always have your exercise so that I don't have to go back and forth because otherwise then so. And it says salary. So I know from before, and it's not going to come to you right away. I mean, if you are thinking that how am I going to remember or whatever, don't worry about it. It's always the same thing, especially with integrated accountings or any software. People have difficulty because they can't see or relate to what they're reading and where they have to go. So, so for salary, we know it's income. So go under income. And under here, there'll be income 1, income 2, income 3, income, I don't know how many, but what we did was we just took income 1. We wrote, instead of income 1, we wrote salary. And we removed the rest of them because I don't have any. So amount per unit means for per salary. I mean, every 2 weeks, I will see as to how many periods they have. So 2,225 vacation. So when you say vacation is right here at the bottom, but I think this 4 weeks might not be there for do they say here at the bottom, they said that they are paid every 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
Okay, now that means in a year, how many periods?
26, no?
26. So take a look here. Take a look here under where we were in the income. Here's another here. It tells you how many pay periods are there. So you go and you go click 26. Go here. It will not let you out, okay, until you actually do that. 26. So this is okay. So now we are basically we are on that salary, vacation pay. They have 4 weeks, but you see the thing is the 4 week this is under entitlement, but we don't have to worry about it because if it was the rate, then the rate would have been just there under taxes here, right here. Says rate is okay, EI is here, and I think the rate for you will see here income here vacation rate under income, which they don't have, but 4 weeks we won't worry because you might have to write it here under entitlement. Okay, so then we have then they're asking you for deductions, right?
Yes.
Now, do you see the word deduction?
Yes.
Okay, good. All of you, can you see this? Take a look. So I'm trying to make it easier for you. Don't go employee deduction. There's no employee deduction, but there's a word deduction. So go deduction. And they're saying, now you notice RRSP is there. Now you notice CSB is there. Now you notice group is also there, right? And they're saying that deductions per per period here, which is every 2 weeks, will be how much? 100 and
50.
it says there. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
anybody,
150.
yeah, anybody who's still, I'll go over it again, but let me. So CSB is they want this employee wants these HR or the payroll to deduct RRSP of 150 every 2 weeks out of his pay, and Canada Saving Plans of $50, and then there is a group insurance deduction, which might be a private group insurance. So group insurance is 50. Good.
Mhm.
So let's see again. I was here under taxes. I did the personal exemptions for provincial and federal, and then I went into income. And income is I am on salary, so I just saw if there is a word salary here, and it's per period is 2225. So I entered that. Then there is 4 weeks of vacation. Don't worry about it because it's on entitlement or something where they I don't know. This might be an old way of or problem, and it might be that they might have changed now. There used to be probably weeks written there, and then you go further down. It says employee deduction. So go deductions. And once you see deduction, you will see the RRSP, the CSB, the group insurance, and we put it right here. Okay. Then they give you the companies pays the employees every 2 weeks, 26 pay periods per year. The company follows commission and norm de travail, and employee will receive overtime. So we have that, and they as soon as they work more than 40 hours. So it's built into the system. EI factor taxes. Okay, EI factor is right here under taxes. EI factor is 1.4. Then they have QHSF rate is 2.7. Let me see where my QHSF rate is, additional federal tax. Okay, so we have deductions, website. Okay, additional memo taxes. Q additional Quebec tax. And that is 2.7, right? Let me see. Okay. Income taxes. That field they do not show here. Let me see. So you can just go like this. It should be here. QHSF. QHSF. CSST is paid by employer, therefore them. Okay, you know what? QHSF is also paid by the employer, by the way. Okay, so it cannot be here. I just realized. Okay, all of you, make sure you know. You
Okay.
will not have QHSF here, but you will later on. You will see it will come on, but here, all of you make sure because QHSF is paid by the employer, you won't put it into your employee. So now notice, just take a look here. If I do, just see this. If I do create another, it won't let me because you did not really choose the tax table yet. So you say, okay, so go here under taxes. Here's your table. We are in Quebec. So you go Quebec. Okay. So Quebec is, we have that tab and workman's compensation, no. Entitlement, no. As I said, you can always go through here. Don't be afraid. It's not going to do anything unless you change something. So that's what we have right now. And so all we do is now if I do the create another, you will see it will work. Now it will work because all became 0. We go into personal and we go into the name, and the name is Jane Connor. And Jane Connor is a worker on hourly basis. Is an assistant. Okay, so let me go back first again to,
Tarek, can I ask a
Yeah.
question?
yeah,
Where do we put their position? Because I didn't see anywhere to put their title or what they're called, like the
no, I'm
bookkeeper.
coming to that. Yeah, here.
Oh, okay.
Is she this personal? John
Yes.
Kimber was what? Bookkeeper?
Bookkeeper, yes.
Here. Job
Okay, it's there,
category.
right? Okay. Okay. Because that's where I added it, but I didn't know. Okay. Beautiful.
And it will ask you to create it. When you go save, okay, it says here, add. You see it here now? There's a little window which shows up to add, which you cannot
Okay.
see. And now there is bookkeeper here.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So now I will create, save, and so
Yes,
we will-
sir.
Yeah,
How did you go to
you just write bookkeeper.
no to have okay, I got it.
So Balwasha, just type there, and
Yes.
it will say you want to add. You can say yes, add.
Okay.
So if you, I'll do the next one, so you will see it. So save and close. So we will go create this one now. Jane Connor. And Jane Connor is an assistant. All of you take a look here. Here you go, job category. Assistant. Got that?
Yes.
Now, when you go tab, a little window will appear. It says the job category that you have entered is not in the list of job categories because you cannot see this here. It doesn't show because if I go out and try to show you, it will go blank. Click the add button. So you put add, and now look, take a look. There are two categories now. Bookkeeper and assistant, right? So it has, you can create it there. All right, so then you have 688 Halper Street. Just ask me any field which you don't understand. H3R. Two six 514. Six 7 6. Okay. And birth date is 14 January 68. Okay, and then you go taxes. So where do I go for this personal tax?
That's tab. And your personal
Personal
tax
exemptions.
credits. Yeah.
Here, federal, right?
Yeah.
And how much is the amount?
7,436.
6. And provincial is 8,250.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if you go to your taxes, you will see that these amounts have changed. Personal exemption. These are old amounts. I will give you the latest ones and the other problems. And now they say, if you go again, it says regular rate. So now we're going to go in the income, all right?
Yes. Do we
So
know how to
tax-
fix the tax table?
Tax table, yes, tax table is Quebec. You can do it as you go along, so don't worry about it. There's no sequence, so long as you fill in the defaults. So now, here we have regular, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amount per unit is how much? $10.
10,
$10. Overtime,
20.
20. Okay. And what's your vacation rate?
6%.
So here's your 6. Again, When you say regular per hour, you go under regular, $10 an hour. Overtime, $20. Vacation rate, 6%, it's right here. Okay. And then we go into, what's your next?
Mr.
Go into-
Period?
Yeah,
Pay
this-
period, no?
Yeah, you can go into pay periods, 50 to 26. Yes.
No, 52, it's weekly, no?
Pardon?
Isn't he
It's
weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you pay every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but this Jane Connery, is he not paid every week?
No, no.
Oh, okay,
Payroll doesn't
2
go,
weeks.
it's every 2
Okay.
weeks.
okay.
That's why we, at the bottom, and if you go down, company pays the employees every 2 weeks. Take a look.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
sorry, additional information.
Mr.
No, because
Tarek?
I think it should have been on top.
Okay,
You know,
Mr.
I have
Tarek?
them on top in the other ones. I realize people don't see it, so they don't, because when you're learning, you're not sure.
Mm.
So now, employee deductions go under deduction, and it makes your life much easier now. You
yeah,
start to
I think
understand.
Osama has a question.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
but I'm looking in personal. If you go to personal, the box for the job title is not available in my
What
system.
personal?
Go to the top personal.
Yeah, but the personal is for address.
Yeah, job category is not there. I don't have it in the screen in the window. I have whenever I open, I'm adding the
No,
data.
no. You write in there. Type the word assistant.
Yes, sir, but I don't have the whole box. I don't have it.
No.
This job category box,
Yeah, job
it's
category.
not there.
No. Don't click on the arrow.
I don't have the arrow. I don't have the box itself. All of it.
Oh, you
don't
mean
have the
you don't
item.
have the
Yeah.
field,
Yes.
but other people have it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be
What
from
did you do,
the.
Osama?
I didn't do anything. I believe me, I swear. But I don't know. I was looking. I didn't want to disturb you. But after the second one, okay, I don't have it. There is nothing. If you want me, I can show you.
But Osama, you never had that, right?
No, I didn't have
Okay,
it at all.
so I'll tell you what, maybe the version you have, I don't know which version you have, it might be that they have removed it, so don't worry about it.
I have the version. I think it will come from the. I don't. Okay, since I don't have it, I don't have to worry.
No, yeah, don't
Because
worry
if
about
it is
Yeah,
coming in
yeah.
the exam,
Yeah,
it will be all the same.
it's not important. I just, because people who have it, like Lisa could ask me for that.
I think
And-
Lisa, because she studied more than me, they give
No,
her the box, but they
because
didn't
she
give it to
has,
me.
no,
I
she
don't
has
think so.
she has the version I have.
You
I have
study
an
more
old
than
version.
you study more than both of us.
You know, Osama, I am using 2018 version, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm fine since that it
Yeah,
will
because I
be
think
there.
if you are working on 2025 or 24, which is your educational thing, it might,
24, I think it is.
yeah, so maybe they removed it. That's possible. So don't worry about it. I'm not worried about that because
Yeah,
the
it's
other
okay.
fields will be there. You
It's okay,
understand?
it's fine. Yeah, I understood. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
no, but it's a good question because just in case.
I don't know if anyone else have the same.
All of you
has the
have
same-
this category?
You're the lucky one, Osama.
I'm going to take Lotto again, and I don't win.
Anybody who doesn't have it should speak out. Osama, nobody is speaking out.
Nobody.
Raya 649. Okay.
You know that they
Alas, Lisa, I'm going to buy the 649, and if I win 50,000, or the jackpot. If there
Well,
is jackpot,
by the way, they
50,000.
have increased the total up to 90 million.
yeah.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah, oh,
think
you
last,
don't know? They just
last
did
week,
that.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
six-
I
And
heard.
1 million, 1,000,006, I think 6 rewards.
I
don't know.
don't
I think we
feel
might
that
have
it
better
is
chance
for
of getting
us,
hit
yeah.
by lightning. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think
Lisa,
it
you
is.
will you'll be surprised one day you're saying I'm not taking these courses. I'm going for vacations and that's it.
I
Okay.
think it is easier to have anything else than to win the lotto. The lotto is to
Yeah.
win, to have a good work or to have a good environment around you.
Yeah.
That is the lotto.
That's it.
Instead
So
of buying the lotto, you put the money in the bank, you'll be a millionaire.
that's right. So once you create the name of the employee, go to personal, put the address, put the phone number, put the date of birth. You don't have to put the social insurance number. And then if you have a job category, write the word assistant. Otherwise, you have less work to do like Osama. He's a lucky man. Okay, then once you have that, then your personal exemptions in the system, you go under taxes. It's called personal tax credits. In the exercise, it says personal exemptions. Pardon? Hello? Okay.
Muhammad Suhail.
Muhammad Suhail Khan. Okay, 7436. Okay, no, that's fine. So everybody knows where to put these figures, right? These personal the tax credit, they're given 7436 and 8250. So you put it here. Then you go for your regular income, or they're paid by the hour. Go under income, and make sure you have every 2 weeks, so it's 26 periods. You can fill it out, and then underneath you will see regular, overtime 1, overtime 2, salary. That they're not on salary, they're on hourly. So regular hour $10, overtime $20, and vacation pay rate is 6%, which is at the bottom. Now they're saying the employee deductions, so you know the word deduction. Look for the word deductions here, and take a look. RRSP, they said they allow the employee allows the company to deduct on their behalf $50 worth of saving for RRSP and $50 for Canada Saving Bank plan. They used to be tax deductible by the way at that time, and this is going to be your group insurance plan is $8 per every paycheck you have to pay for your insurance. And this is save and close. And now you will see the two. Same thing. You go into your system and you will see your people right here, 2 of them. See this? And now we will go and we will put in our inventory. So take a look here on the left side. Inventory. Where do you go? Inventory and services. Okay. Again, same window opens, yellow. You see, that's what I like because it makes you go over it, and then everybody then becomes very relaxed to how to create. So this is the same thing, create. And the same gray window shows up where you create and you get this. Now, just make sure, do not enter any of these modules until you have entered your trial balance, okay, and the exam. Keep this in mind. Because if you go out of sequence, I can assure you, you'll get stuck. So I'm just trying to make sure, especially some people, they do not really put the trial balance, they do the inventory. They get stuck. Then they said, oh, it's not appearing on mine. Of course, because you link the accounts before you put the trial balance. It won't work. You have to put the trial balance first, and then balance those balances out. So you have an account there. Take a look. Same thing like we did up till now is here. Okay. Here. So if you go in your reports, financial trial balance. What's the balance in the inventory? 12,460, right?
Tariq, the trial
Correct.
balance, we did that by journal entry, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
okay.
full entry. People get all confused. How can you put
Okay,
a
one
trial
full
balance?
entry. Okay.
Just type the debits on the debit side, credit on the credit side, and you will balance
Okay.
out. It's because if you make a mistake, it won't balance. But if you go directly into the accounts and you make a mistake, then it's a real confusion for people. Okay?
So, but if we make a mistake, I could just go in and I can either debit or credit the amount. that's
Yeah,
off,
because
right?
exactly what I put on the, or they put on the paper, put it the same way. Like here, take a look here. You see this? Okay, sorry. I'll show you. This is your general journal entry. You see this? Put the
Yes.
debits on the debit side. They're all in sequence.
Right.
Just keep on putting the amounts in the account, the amount, account and the amount, account and the amount, debits and credits, debits
Okay.
and credits. And at the
Okay.
bottom, it will give you the balance, right? If it is not
Right.
balanced, it won't let you save. And then you check again, where did you make a mistake?
Okay.
So
Okay.
how do
Beautiful.
we call
Thank
it
you.
again for the
Pardon?
this? How do we call the general ledger entry the first time whenever we
here.
enter?
It's a journal entry.
Yeah, I know,
Like
but
we did
I
the
just
other
I want to remember the normal one, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
there's no special entry for it. You just go here. You go, obviously, we know it's company, right?
Company.
And then you go general journal. And then your general journal basically is one big paper. It keeps on expanding as you keep on putting the numbers here.
debit, credit.
Yeah.
Got it.
You see, I can make it bigger. So this is your full page. So you can do your here.
Debit and credit.
Because
yeah.
it's in order. Go petty cash with the amount.
Yeah.
Okay, we then go cash, put the debit under debit, and at the bottom. And so if you notice here, if you see your trial balance, it's exactly the same way when you put in.
Correct. And
What
in
happens if
case
you
that
entered in? Go on, Osama.
in case that it doesn't tally the
Yeah, so
debit
you
and
then you
credit,
change
that's-
because some it won't save.
yeah.
The system won't save. So you know you made a mistake, so you check it again.
So basically, our guideline, whenever we start, we go with the trial balance. Then we go for the other steps.
Yeah, don't put any of these customers, suppliers. You can just do the add your accounts. You can do delete the accounts, modify the accounts before you put the trial balance.
Mhm. Okay.
Then you can then set up your taxes. Okay, I'll when you have the exam, I'll tell you not to basically make sure, because in the exam, I think they have given it in a little bit out of sequence and people
It
have
will not be in
got
sequence. Yeah.
so
I
people have
understand.
gotten stuck. And so I tell them right in the beginning of the test, do not put your suppliers and your customers or whatever historical data at all until you have put the because look, I'll show you. What you have is the following. You have this trial balance, right?
Yeah, we started with the
So-
trial balance.
In other words, once you put this, it's telling you that you should have customers with $4,800 worth of invoices, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's telling you that it should have
The inventory,
$1,400 worth of. And so how can you put it before until you know this, and then you balance it out after? So once you put this, because what happened? If you put this, and if you put your, for example, your inventory, do you know that your inventory account, some of the accounts will disappear?
12,460, yeah.
some of your accounts will disappear. They will not really let you put in the amounts for the
Yeah.
trial balance. So it has to be in sequence of.
Yeah, it's clear now. It's 100% clear.
Yeah, but you know, it takes a few problems before you start to understand how this is being set up, and it's really once you know it, then you just go in and out, and you can fix it, you can change it, you can because you know it. And
So, yeah, how long time it takes to make the exam, like to be comfortable of doing
yeah.
this one?
So I'll tell you after we finish the pre-test, you will be so sick of them.
So it will take like 1 hour.
Yeah, believe me, it's 1 hour and a half. You can finish it. Believe me, and that's good 1.5 hours. It's not even
Yeah, man,
that.
yeah.
Even that is longer if you know it. But you have
So
to really,
far, you know, the way you are giving that data,
yes.
it is like simplified to everybody to be
Yeah,
able
because
to do
Osama,
it. Yeah.
because I know the reason on the first one when I take this much time and I go back and forth, is because you don't have a manual, and manuals are the worst things you can read because you don't
Yes.
really know the manual and how to do it on the.
You need a practical
You
exam,
need
yeah.
hands-on. You need hands-on. Okay, and
Yeah.
I have done a lot of consulting in companies where I had to train these people who deal with it, even their accountants, because they don't know even how to print a
They do
report.
pre-test, Mr. Tariq?
Pardon?
They do pre-test?
I don't teach them this way because I only have so much time there. Okay.
They were lucky, Mr. Tariq. Seriously.
Well, it's for me, it's a passion for me that
Excuse me,
people
Tariq?
should
It's a
be.
pleasure, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's why I don't really rush anything. It doesn't matter because I can go
Tariq?
fast. It says, "What happened? I told you this. Well, why would I do it 3-4 times again? Pre-test 1, pre-test 2, pre-test 3. Even though in the exam, I shout. I said, I told you in the class."
Tariq, what you said? I missed it.
Hey?
Are you saying that it's an open book exam this time?
Oh, believe me, you can have the open book. You will not be able to do it unless you do what I'm asking you. That open book, of the way the time will be 11 o'clock in the night. You'll still be reading the book.
No, I mean open book access to all the material, like recordings,
Look,
like notes.
even if you have a sample, you don't know where to go because when you read the questions there, how are you going to default the company I give you, even if you have a company there?
Mhm.
The company you have is already solved, no?
So it means you will mark us based on our attendance?
It's easy for me when I mark this exam because it's so clear. Did you do your class, the type of class change or not? I mean, I can just click on because I asked you for a printout. I says,
Okay.
give me the printout of your list of chart of accounts. So if all of them are asset, you didn't do it. You understand? So for me, it's very easy to just see as to, because they're very straightforward. You just set them up, right? You are given the figures. So just to give you up the way that he's always saying, will you give the answer? Yeah, you can have your answers. Okay.
Tariq, this time give us answer and we will guess the question. How about that?
You'll be fine. Believe me, you will not have to ask.
Okay.
That is more difficult, Abdul Wahid. Get the answer and to put the question, it will be more difficult than to give the answer for the question.
Yeah, but what I'm telling Abdul Wahid is the answered question which he has is already filled up. So now I'm asking you to go and put the data for the employees. he has a solution, but he doesn't know where to go. Okay, so we have, now we go back into our employees, and you go into, so now if you notice, our 2 employees are there. So now we have, we are left with inventory. So just make sure here. Again, it's the same procedure, except here they will ask you. So if what I was trying to show you was that you will have to later on, you will have to balance your receivables with the invoices, your payables with the invoices, your inventory with the invoices, and you will have your payroll with the invoices. So let's see. We go into our system here and then go into inventory. Again, same thing, inventory. And then you have the yellow thing again. And then you go create. And then you get your gray window. So it's very, very similar, except here, it's a slightly different fields. So you can see here. And we will now take a look at inventory items. What's your first item number? 100?
Yes, for bird cages.
Yes.
And description? Bird cages. Yeah, just let me know if you're not. So now notice here, it says unit is 130. Okay, it's a unit, and it's $130 is price, selling price per unit. So units, you don't have to worry about this. Each pricing. Regular, 130. Okay, just take a look at your exercise. 130, and then you basically have quantity on hand. We will not worry about it for the moment. Go the field by field here. Pricing is this, even if it just copies itself. Link accounts. So as soon as you actually link here, these accounts will disappear. And that's what I was saying. If you do not really put your trial balance first, and you did this, then when you went to put in your trial balance, some of those accounts are not there, so you cannot really put your trial balance. That's what I meant. So what's your asset account for the inventory? The word is inventory, no?
Inventory, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but it's a little, okay, revenue account. So they are saying linked asset account must be assigned. The account has been, inventory has been assigned. Do you want to assign the inventory account? You say yes. Okay. Sales is your next account. Okay, so you go, okay. Sales, then cost of goods sold. This is your purchases, will be your cost of goods sold. Sometimes they give you cost of goods sold. And variance, so it's again, it says the cost of goods sold account you selected is not assigned cost of goods sold account class. You see this? We will do that later on. Do you want to assign the account to use cost of goods sold account class? Yes. So just click here. And variance is, I don't think we have a variance. Sometimes they give you an account called damaged goods or something. We'll just use purchases, okay? Because anything damaged, because variance is actual and when you count. And so we go, then we go into, we don't have to just after link, you go history. Now, if you stop there, then it would be okay, but then your account are still, they have disappeared. So you might as well put the history. Quantity on hand here. Opening quantity is quantity on hand. 22 you have already.
5. No?
What's the total cost of it? 14,
Ah, yeah.
30. But I forgot in the beginning, this 5 is minimum is quantities. I should have started quantities. What does this mean? It means that when it reaches a minimum level of 5, the system will give me an alert to reorder. That's what it is. You see, minimum stock is when it reaches 5, it will give us an alert saying that your inventory level of this item is 5, please reorder. And then you go into pricing, then you go into link accounts, then you go into history and quantity on hand, and it actually calculates your per unit automatically by taking 1430 divided by 22. So whatever average comes out will be. So we create
Excuse
another.
me, sir.
Yeah.
Can you go to quantity?
Pardon?
Can you go to quantity?
Yeah, here. I have to go back. Yeah,
Okay, that's 5.
minimum level here.
Thank you so much.
It says
Extra.
minimum stock now. On your exercise, it says minimum stock. Here
Okay.
it says. So take that and put it here. Then you go to pricing, then you go to link accounts, then you go into history, and then that's basically, so now create another, and the next one is 110. What's the name? Bird Food Special.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yeah.
Tariq. So I want to understand for the amount 1430, is it for all the total of units or what?
Yeah, it's my historical cost.
But it is not gonna be like this on if you calculated 22 by 130.
No. This is your selling price. Samia, inventory is at cost. It's not at selling price. I'm selling each item at 130. I'm
Yes.
not buying at 130.
Ah, okay, so
Cost is what you paid for 22. Why are you mixing up your selling price with your cost?
so it's the selling is 130 for every unit. Is that right?
Yeah, but I cannot have the same cost and selling.
Okay, so now this amount.
Okay, I'll ask you a question. Tell me what is the cost per unit?
130.
No, cost per unit. Cost per unit. Cost. I purchased 22 for 1430. What did I pay for 1 unit?
Okay.
Tell me. I'll tell you then you'll understand. Anybody, can you calculate for me 1430 divided by 22? Could you do that for me?
Yeah, we are getting the 1430
30 divided by 22.
divided by 22. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not 130.
No, just tell me how much is per unit.
1430 divided by 22.
65, no?
Okay.
65.
Yeah,
If I'm purchasing at 65, I'm not,
65.
that's my cost, but I'm selling it for how much?
130.
So
100%.
I'm charging double, no?
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
So when you sell, the cost is 65 and selling price is 130. And when it becomes the revenue and cost, I'm making $65 per unit.
Correct.
So don't try to multiply this by 130 and say, oh, it's not 1430. How can it be? Because this is my cost is 65. And then
Yeah.
I charge. You understand? It's like this one. $675 divided by 30, but I charge $45 per unit. Okay. So just in case people are not clear about this, it's because one is the cost, the other one is the selling price. Okay. Then we have, what is this here? Bird food special. All right. And quantities is how much? Minimum quantity?
5.
10.
No, 10.
10.
Yeah, please make sure that you make. So in this bird food special, when they have 10 units left, they say, look, could you please reorder? That's what it means. Okay, units are fine. Pricing. How much is the pricing? I sell each
45.
unit for $45. So everybody's getting it now. It was a good question from Samia, so that everybody now can understand this. Linked accounts, inventory, revenue, sales, cost of goods sold, purchase, variance, purchase. Go into history. What will I do to history now? On hand, how many?
20,
On hand, how many?
30,
30. What's my cost of this?
675.
$675. So you can calculate now. So this is going to be, it's like $22.30, and I'm charging $45, right? Create another. Okay. And at the end, my total, what I'm putting up, should be equal to what I have in my inventory balance there, 12,000 something. Okay.
So
The third one is
a good,
120.
yeah, this is a good business idea. There's a big profit, 100%.
That's it. Yes. That runs. Okay. And you have how many units? 5. You'll get it. It's not really that bad. It's just in the beginning. And what's your selling price? 120. Okay. And then you have link accounts, always the same. It's you have inventory. You have, make sure you pay attention what you are defaulting as accounts, because sometimes it can. So then we go into history, and history has what, 18 on hand, and the total cost is 1,080. So the system automatically calculates per unit, okay, average cost. So we go create another. So we got 130 dog food IMS. EMS, and this will be quantities is 10, and then you have pricing is how much is $30, and then you have link accounts is inventory, then your sales, then your purchase, and your purchase, and you got history, how many on hand is 60, and the total there is $900. And you have another, and you have 140. You see, they have seat belts, dog seat belts.
Dogs are the new children.
That's right. Oops.
I don't think they're any cheaper though, but anyhow.
No, they're very expensive. And you got quantities, minimum is 5. And you got pricing, and the pricing is $50. And you got link accounts, you got inventory, and you got revenue, you got purchases, you got history. And then history has how many units on hand? 50?
50, yeah.
50, and then 1250.
Okay. Can you go, please, Mr. Tarek, to pricing?
Pardon?
Pricing. Can you go to the tab pricing?
Okay, here,
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
50.
whatever you put, the amount is going into the tree.
It's
because-
going in.
You put it in regular.
Yeah.
and it-
Because you see, sometimes you have a web price, you have a preferred price, but they're giving all of them at the same.
Yeah, because what I was thinking, I'm not sure that before you put preferred, then you put regular, and it's giving
No,
the
because
same.
preferred is, it could be 45.
Okay, but what we
And
have
web
in the
price,
exam,
web price, online price might be different.
when we are doing the data entry for us from the
It's all the
exam,
same. It's
it
all the
goes
same.
to regular. We have to put it in regular.
It's all the same.
But I just want to know, when we enter it in regular or in any one?
No, regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it in regular.
Okay.
Cat, transport, cages. And quantities, transport cages is 5. And so we have the pricing is 150. Linked accounts are the same. Then you go into history. And that's going to be 15. And that's 1125. And create another 160. Dog houses igloo. Igloo. And minimum quantity is 10. When we go pricing, and the pricing is 350, then you go linked accounts, and you go to inventory, you go sales, you go purchase, and you go history, you go 24, 4200, and you go create another, and the last one is 170. 170, miscellaneous toys. And minimum is 50 in this one. 50, and you go pricing is $18. Link account in inventory. Careful on the first one because it might throw you off. Purchase history, 200, 1800, and you got save and close, 12,460. Okay, so let's see if that one comes out. Here's your inventory. See this? All of it here. And so it should be, let me see if I do a report and you go inventory and services and summary. It should give me, okay, because it doesn't show you the, okay, here, 12,460, you will get it. Okay, and this should be the balance in my trial balance, otherwise you're wrong. Yes, Abdul.
Oh, just a curiosity question, Tariq.
Okay.
What day is before Saturday?
Friday.
Okay, okay. I thought you forgot.
Oh, okay. No, we're done. Okay, all of you make sure Monday is 5:30. I'll send you an email. Okay.
So we'll do the invoices then, or we can just work on them, I guess, so we can try this weekend. The
No, I
invoices?
will. Yeah, you can try it, but we've already done it. We don't have anything on this now.
Oh, okay,
I will explain to you exactly how it worked out. Okay.
okay.
And I will probably have the second pre-test. I'll see it. Okay.
So it's like half an hour for Monday, right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
That's good.
Okay, good. Thank
Okay,
you very
everyone.
much.
Thank
Mr.
you.
I
Tariq.
took